Hey everyone, welcome to my devlog series about my indie game Evolvedustry, E-Dustry for short. Before I get started, I want to mention that if you want to win a free copy of the game, leave a comment below. Anything is acceptable. A synopsis is in order to get a better understanding of what the game is about. The game is a sandbox adventure survival tower defense game with bosses, infinite worlds, infinite skill tree, Terraria-like UI, and completely upgradable character design. My two inspirations for this game are Terraria and Mindusty. Terraria for its adventure and exploration, and Mindusty for its sandbox and factory-like playstyle. This devlog is going to be a catch-up devlog, and is mostly going to be about the systems that make this game work, the problems and solutions in the development process, and a roadmap for the future of this game. If you want to support this game, feel free to like and leave a comment below, or visit the itch.io page in the description, as all donations go directly to funding this game, as in music, art, coding development, Unity assets, and much more, to directly improve gameplay. Not only that, but it also helps me directly as I love working on this game and want it to be amazing when it's done, if I'm ever done updating it, that is. Now, with that out of the way, it's time to get technical. The first thing that was difficult to develop was the tile map world generation. Making it was not that hard, but its optimization was. In total, I changed it around 8 times from scratch to just get it right. I started with Unity's built-in tile map system, which was dead easy to use and interact with through code, but it was actually extremely performant when it was static. After some fiddling around with the code over and over, I finally decided to swap from Unity's tile map system to a mesh that I dynamically build from code and then grab UVs from an atlas to paint onto them. Another thing that I eventually had to build myself was the lighting engine. I was using a lot of point light sources, and baking was not an option as the whole map changes constantly and is generated at runtime. Instead, I wrote a compute shader to calculate the distances from points that I feed it, and with the pixels on a render texture. Then I run that into an image that overlays the screen. This is beneficial for multiple reasons, such as it looks like Terraria's lighting, but with faster updating. It is extremely versatile, and it's very performant. Even better, in the next version that I'm working on, I got dynamic shadows working with very little performance loss. I can have around 2,000 light objects with very little loss in performance dynamically. For the towers, all the projectiles are controlled using particle systems, as they are very fast and have a lot of cool features. Here's the awesome part. I wrote a script to grab all the alive particles and have a pool of light objects that teleport to them to give the appearance that they emit light. The procedural world was done using chunks that are stored in a dictionary using vector2s as keys, and when one is created, it generates the tiles that are children of it and generates their mesh. The skill tree was done similarly, but with a hexagonal pattern. When a skill is learned, the surrounding skills generate themselves so the tree can expand. Also, the tree only has passive skills currently, but in the next build, there will be also active skills. The gear in the game have traits that affect their stats, such as summoning lightning, summoning fire on hit, modifying basic stats, and much more. In the future, I will be adding a reroll station like the Tinkerer from Terraria, but these skills combine dynamically and infinitely. This allows the player to build very specialized classes like Path of Exiles. This gives the player the ability to mix classes with their playstyle, like a melee healer, or a mage tank, glass cannon ranger, or a on-hit summoner. If you haven't noticed already, most of the player's UI is inspired by Terraria's UI, as I love the aesthetic. I recently added an achievement system to guide the player instead of a tutorial, as I always felt that those are too intrusive if not directly embedded into the game. I also implemented an idea from Terraria where the chat box gives information to the player when they might not know something, such as the jungle grows restless or a blood moon is rising. This allows the player to prepare or be called to something without taking them out of the experience. One thing I don't like is that stone towers can get their ammo from nearly anywhere, making them extremely strong early and late game. To fix this, I'm going to implement a new ammo system where a tower can use different types of ammo and the damage will be modified accordingly to the ammo. This allows for the player to eventually swap out those towers for copper, steel, or bronze and gain the benefit in damage and attack speed. But if they need even an extra boost, they can also use stronger ammo types such as copper, iron, and steel. This should make the game feel more dynamic. Note that a lot of this stuff is going to be re-implemented in the new Unity Dots system, as this game is a perfect candidate for the stack. The refactoring allows me to replace my old code, as I'm currently not happy with it, as I learned a lot throughout the project. I want to reflect that in the code. Also, I want to remove the particle system and replace it with my own variant to get more versatility out of it. Currently, Unity's particle system's particles do not hold enough per particle data to implement certain features that I want in the game. Finally, the roadmap for this game is ginormous. It's around 20 pages in Google Docs, but I already completed 3 pages. Here are a couple things that are on the way. Around 11 more bosses, 100 more enemies, near 1,000 new items, 100 towers, 10 dimensions, 10 biomes, multiplayer, a built-in mod loader, source code access, and active skills and classes. This is all for the catch-up devlog. If you have any suggestions about the game, let me know as I read every comment. Thanks for stopping by and see you next time.